Good morning, sixth graders. We are going to review our whole unit. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a lesson, but that's okay. And then after the review, you're going to take a test on Unit 1. So lessons 1 and 2, remember we combined those. We talked about ratios. So there are 3 apples for every 1 orange. Fill in the chart below, and then write the table above in ratio form. So we had 12 apples for 4 oranges, 9 apples for 3 oranges. So our ratios are 3 to 1, 12 to 4, and 9 to 3. We have lessons 3 and 4. Mason and Lainey ran laps for cross-country practice. The ratio of the number of laps Mason ran to the number of laps Lainey ran was 2 to 3. Mason ran 2 laps, Lainey ran 3 laps. So if Mason ran 4 miles, how many miles did Lainey run? And we looked at it using shapes. So we broke up Mason's 4 miles because we knew that he ran 2 laps. So 2 miles and 2 miles. And if Lacey runs 1 more lap, then we add 1 more block, and she ran 6 miles. 5 and 6. At the beginning of 6th grade, the ratio of the number of advanced math students to the number of regular math students was 3 to 8. After the placement tests, students were moved, changing the ratio to 4 to 7. So we want to find out how many students started in regular math and advanced math if there were 92 students in advanced math after the placement tests. So remember, this one did require some math equations. So first we find the total number of students. By doing that, we took 92 divided by 4 because 92 students are represented by the 4 in the ratio. We get 23, and then we multiply 23 times the total amount of students represented in the ratio, which is 11. We get 253 total students. So then each space represents 23 kids. So for the first ratio, to find the advanced students, we take 23 times 3, we get 69. And then for the regular, we take 23 times 8, we get 184. And if you would add those together, they equal to 53. Lesson 7, we talked about peanut butter for this one. So a food company that produces peanut butter decides to try out a new version of its peanut butter that is extra crunchy, using twice the number of peanut chunks as normal. The company hosts a sampling of its new product at grocery stores and finds that 5 out of every 9 customers prefer the new crunchy version. So we have 2 questions. What is the ratio of customers that do not prefer the new version to the total number that tried it? And then if they produce 90,000 jars of the crunchy peanut butter, how many should be the new extra crunchy version and how many should be regular? Well, how many didn't like it? 9 minus 5 is 4. So 4 to 9, because 9 is the total number of customers that tried it. So then because of that, we determined that 50,000 should be the new extra crunchy and 40 should be regular crunchy. Lesson 8, finding the value of a ratio. So basically 1 to something. So here we have 1 to 5. It's 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. And then use the value of the ratio to determine which ratios are equivalent to 7 to 15. 7 times 3 is 21, 15 times 3 is 45. This one we can't use 45 again unless it's with 21. 3 to 5 is smaller than 7 to 15. And 7 times 9 is 63, 15 times 9 is 135. Lesson 9, ratio tables. So spraying plants with cornmeal juice is a natural way to prevent fungal growth on the plants. It is made by soaking cornmeal in water, using 2 cups of cornmeal for every 9 gallons of water. Complete the ratio table below. So we get cups of cornmeal, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, so 2 to 9. So we fill in the rest of the table, 4 to 18, 6 to 27, 8 to 36, and 10 to 45. Lesson 10, oops, I'm sorry, I guess I put the answers right away here, so that's okay. We have the table. What is the value of the ratio of the table? 1 to 5. Which ones are not correct? Only 1 to 5 is correct. And how would you fix them? We would change this one to 4 to 20, this one to 7 to 35, and this one to 10 to 50, so that they all would go back to this value of the ratio of 1 to 5. Then we have Victor is making some recipes for smoothies. The first recipe has 2 cups of strawberries and 7 cups of other ingredients. The second recipe has 3 cups of strawberries and 9 cups of other ingredients. So it says first make the ratio tables, which I have provided for you. Then it says which smoothie has more strawberries compared to other ingredients. Well, we know that if there's 6 cups of strawberries, there's 21 cups of other ingredients in the first smoothie. There's 6 cups of strawberries in the second one. There's 18 cups of other ingredients. So compared to other ingredients, the second one has more strawberries. Lesson 12, determining something based on other numbers, in the table and then using a double number line. So the amount of sugary beverages Americans consume is a leading health concern for a given brand of cola. A 12-ounce serving of cola contains about 40 grams of sugar. Complete the ratio table using the given ratio to find equivalent ratios. And then we want to determine how many grams of sugar would be in 34 ounces of cola. Create a double number line to determine this. So we're going to have everything available here. So 6 to 20, 18 to 60, 24 to 80, and so on. We want to find 34 ounces of cola. How many grams of sugar? So we know it's between 34 is between 30 and 36, which means that the grams of sugar is between 100 and 120. So 30 is 4 from, or 34 is 4 from 30 and 2 from 36. And we find out that 113 and a third grams of sugar are in 34 ounces. So what we could do is take 100 divided by 30, and we are going to get 3 and a third. We take 34 times 3 and a third, we get 113 and a third grams of sugar. 13, lesson 13. Jorge now plans to mix red and blue paint to create purple paint. The color of purple he decided to make combines red and blue in the ratio of 4 to 1. The amount of 4 in red to the amount of 1 in blue. If Jorge can only purchase paint in 1 gallon, in 1 gallon containers, construct a ratio table for all possible combinations for red and blue paint that will give Jorge no more than 25 gallons of paint. I've already done that for you. So then write an equation for the table. So we can write it in 2 different ways. Red is going to equal 4 times the amount of blue, and blue is going to equal 1/4 the amount of red. Lesson 14. Dominic works on the weekends and vacations from school mowing lawns in the neighborhood. For every lawn, he charges $12. Complete the table and determine the ordered pairs. So you're going to, for 2 lawns, he charges $24, 3, 36, and so on. There we have those ordered pairs listed below. Lesson 15. At the end of this morning's news segment, the local television station highlighted area pets that need to be adopted. The station posted a specific website on the screen for viewers to find more information on the pets shown and the adoption process. The station producer checked the website 2 hours after the end of the broadcast and saw that the website had 24 views. 1 hour after that, the website had 36 views. Create a table to determine how many views the website had after 1 hour after the end of the broadcast. Predict where it would be after 4, 5, and 6. Also, so we know after 2 it was 24 views, after 3 it was 36. So we divide 24 by 2, we get 12. And then 4 times 12 is 48, 5 times 12 is 60, 6 times 12 is 72. We have lesson 16. Tegan went to Game Realm to buy new video games. They were having a sale, $65 for 4 games. He got 3 for himself and 1 for his friend, but he does not know how much his friend owes him. So what's the unit price of the video games? And what is the rate unit? So 65 divided by 4 is $16.25, and the rate unit is dollars per video game. Lesson 17. Dave can clean pools at a constant rate of 3/5 of a pool per hour. What is the ratio of the number of pools to the number of hours? How many pools can Dave clean in 10 hours, and how many can he clean in 15? So ratio of pools to hours is 3 to 5. So in 10 hours he can clean in 10 hours he can clean 6 pools. This should not be in hours there. And then in 25 hours, or it takes him 25 hours to clean 15 pools. Sorry about that. So 25 hours to clean 15 pools. That's an 18. I'm sorry guys. I did not mean to put the answers there already. Oh well. Helena works for a publishing firm. She's considered an average typist, can type 52 words per minute. If she continues at this rate, how many would she type in 4 minutes? So remember, this is when we crossed off the like labels. So we had 50 words per minute times 4 minutes is going to give us 208 words. And then here we have Brittany writing reviews on different books at a library. Requires her to read 3 books per week. If she reads at that pace for 12 books, how many will she read? 3 books per week times 12 weeks, 36 books, and again we crossed off those 2 weeks. 19 and 20. Mallory is on a budget and wants to determine which cereal is a better buy. A 10-ounce box costs $2.79 and a 13-ounce box of the same cereal costs $3.99. So which should she buy? So we need to find which one's cheaper per ounce. It's going to be the 10-ounce is 28 cents per ounce and the 13-ounce is 31 cents per ounce. The 10-ounce is cheaper. And then what's the difference? The 10-ounce is 3 cents cheaper per ounce. 21 and 22, how many quart are in 10 cups? The rate is 4 cups per quart, and the unit rate would be 4. So we take 4 cups, so 10 divided by 4. And this is not the right picture, guys. I am so sorry. So we'll forget that here. So we take 10 cups over 1 equals 4 cups per quart, 4 cups per quart equals 10 over 1, or times 10 over 1. I'm so sorry. Let's try this one more time. We're going to take 10 cups times 1 over 4, because 1 quart a quart is 1/4 of 4 cups. So 1 quart is 1/4 of a quart is going to be 1 cup. So our answer is actually going to be 10 cups over 4, which divided out would be 2.5 quarts in 10 cups. Sorry, that's so confusing. 2.5 cups. 2.5 quarts in 10 cups. 2.5 quarts equals 10 cups. 23. You want to do some advertising for a restaurant. You hire 2 students to deliver takeout menus around town. One student, Darla, delivers 350 menus in 2 hours, and another student, Drew, delivers 510 menus in 3 hours. You promise a $10 bonus to the fastest worker since time is money in the restaurant business. Who gets the bonus? So, Darla delivers 175 menus per hour, and Drew only delivers 170 menus per hour. So Darla gets the bonus. 24, 100 office pieces need to be painted. So this was our first lesson on percents. The workers choose between yellow, blue, beige. They decide that 45% will be yellow, 28% will be blue, the remaining will be beige. So we need to find what percent is beige, and then what the fraction and decimals are. So 45 plus 28, and then subtract that from 100 gives us 27. And then all of them will just go over 100 for the fraction, and then our decimal 0.45, 0.28, 0.27. If you add those 3 together, you're going to get 1. Lesson 25, converting these 3. So we convert 0.3 to a fraction and a percent. 3/10, because it's in the tenth spot, is 30%. 9% is 9 over 100, because all percents are out of 100 right now. And then 0.09, because that 9 is in the 100th spot. And 3/8, take 3 divided by 8 to get 0.375. And we move our decimal 2 places to get 37.5%. 26, Find 40% of 60 using two different strategies, one of which must be a pictorial model or diagram. So we have 40% equals 40 over 100. Simplify more is 4 over 10, which equals 24 over 60. Find that out by having 4 over 10 equals blank over 60. 60 times 4 divided by 10 gives us 24. So 40% of 60 is 24. And here is your pictorial diagram. We put 0 over 0, 60 over 100 as that was our whole, and 100% is the whole. And then 24 is 40%. And the last group here, so lessons 27 to 29, we talked about more percent problems. So Henry has 15 lawns mowed out of a total of 60 lawns. What percent does he still have to mow? Then Joshua delivered 30 hives to the fruit farm. The farmer is paid to use 5% of his total hives. How many does he have in all? So 15 over 60, but we need to know how many he has left. So 60 minus 15 gives us 45, which is going to be 75%. And then Joshua, 30 equals 5 over 100. We can take 6 times 30 to get 180, which is the total number of hives here. Okay. So that's it for the review. If you still have questions on something, let me know before you take the test. Otherwise, that's your assignment, is to take the test that's on Edmodo. It's due on Tuesday. And if for some reason we need to retake it, we will address that on Tuesday. Ask questions if you have them. Otherwise, have a great Thursday.